Quick note, we are two AI hosts, and this is an AI-generated conversation based on a PowerV article. It is educational and not medical advice. Botox and forehead wrinkles. Do you even need one?
Only if the line is still there when your face is completely still.
Welcome to this explainer. I'm Maya, and I'm here with Theo. Let's just jump right in today, because this is a topic so many of us wonder about, but we rarely get a straightforward answer to.
Navigating forehead lines can feel, honestly, incredibly overwhelming. And it becomes a genuine point of frustration when you're also dealing with sensitive, reactive skin. When your face is easily irritated or maybe prone to visible redness and breakouts, figuring out what to put on your skin without upsetting its delicate balance is a real challenge. You want to care for how your skin looks, but you're terrified of making it angry. We completely see you in that, and it's exactly what we're breaking down today. Moving into section 1, the 5-second test, finding out what your skin actually needs. Think of us as your supportive friends walking you through this. And the absolute best place to start doesn't cost a dime. We're going to introduce you to a completely free 5-second mirror test that anyone can do right now to figure out your next steps. Zero pressure.
Exactly. So simply walk over to a mirror and relax your face completely. No expression, just entirely still. If the line completely vanishes when your face is relaxed, well, that means it's just a working muscle doing its job. But if the line is still visible when your face is completely at rest, then it's no longer just about movement. It becomes a question of how your skin looks and feels on the surface. We call these the 2 dials.
Which brings us to section 2, the movement dial, understanding the procedure. Let's break down that first outcome, the movement dial. To be clear, we're giving a purely factual, non-medical explanation here. When someone opts for a cosmetic procedure for those movement lines, it simply interrupts the chemical message that tells the muscle to move. If the muscle stops receiving the message to squeeze, the skin right above it just stops folding. That's really it. It's a clean interruption of a signal. And what's honestly so fascinating about the anatomy behind that movement is that there is exactly one muscle in your forehead responsible for lifting your eyebrows. Just one single lifter. However, there are 3 separate muscles whose entire job is pulling your eyebrows back down. 1 lifter, 3 pullers. It's quite an imbalance when you think about it. Right? And this brilliantly illustrates why a very common internet myth really needs to be cleared up. You might read online that you only need 20 units for your forehead, but the FDA-approved label actually calls for 40 units administered together across 2 areas, your forehead and your frown lines. Why? Well, because if you only relax that 1 single lifting muscle and leave the 3 pulling muscles at full strength, your brow can appear heavy or dropped. Let's move to this timeline and see how this all builds. A major reassurance for a lot of people is that this procedure is temporary by design. It starts working in 3 to 7 days, hits its full effect at 2 weeks, and begins fading around 3 months. By month 4, you are pretty much back to baseline. Stopping at month 4 doesn't cause any harm at all. It simply returns your face to exactly how it looked before you started. Okay, on to section 3, the skin dial, daily care for how skin looks and feels. So, that covers the movement dial, but what if your lines are still there when your face is completely at rest? Well, that brings us entirely to the skin dial, focusing purely on comforting and supporting the appearance of those static lines on the surface. This isn't about muscles anymore. It's entirely about how your skin looks and feels every single day. I absolutely love this breakdown of our cosmetic options to do just that, because honestly, doing absolutely nothing is a wonderful, totally valid choice. Sometimes reactive skin just needs peace and quiet. But if you do want to support your skin's look, daily sunscreen is incredible. A plain barrier cream brings gentle comfort, peptides offer another gentle cosmetic route, and of course there are dedicated barrier serums for that daily support. Speaking of daily sunscreen, the absolutely crucial point here is this number, 24. This is an incredible finding from the NAMBOR trial. They found that daily sunscreen use led to about 24% less visible skin aging over 4.5 years compared to just discretionary use. That is a massive impact on the appearance of your skin just from an affordable, simple daily habit. Now for section 4, daily care and comfort, supporting your skin's look and feel. For your daily care and comfort, if you are looking for a cosmetic option to defend, renew, and seal your skin without any harshness, PowerV is a beautiful, gentle pick. It's designed specifically for those who want to actively support their skin's look and feel, keeping it comforted, especially if your skin is prone to visible redness or easily irritated by strong ingredients.
Exactly. Let's look at what actually makes it so gentle. It's packed with replenishing lipid ingredients, specifically 3 ceramides, cholesterol, and phytosphingosane. And it's really important to note that the final product was dermatologist tested on 52 people with sensitive skin, showing 0 adverse events. It is clinically tested to focus purely on comforting the skin and supporting its moisture barrier.
And the appearance level findings are honestly so exciting. There was a 26.2% reduced look of crow's feet wrinkle depth over 8 weeks. I want to clearly attribute this to the Mibel biochemistry ingredient level study on their plant stem cell actives. This is an in vivo ingredient level study finding entirely about the look of wrinkle depth. Right, and building on that, Mibel Biochemistry's ingredient-level studies also showed a 13.1% less nasolabial fold depth and a 12.7% increase in skin density, all in vivo. We really want to reinforce that these ingredient-level study findings are entirely about supporting how the skin looks and feels. We're keeping expectations warmly grounded in cosmetic care here. It's all about visible surface comfort.
Finally, Section 5, your gentle pick, wrapping up your options.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to remind you of something incredibly important. You are beautiful exactly as you are. Doing nothing or simply sticking to daily sunscreen is perfectly fine. PowerV is just there if you want a gentle, comforting cosmetic option to support the look and feel of your skin.
Absolutely. So here are your next steps. Try that 5-second mirror test today. Remember that doing nothing is always a great option. But if you are curious to learn more, visit powervskin.com. And hey, don't forget that V in between power and skin. It is so easy to miss. You can get your free AI skin analysis right there at powervskin.com/pages/skincare quiz to find out what your skin actually needs. So next time you stand in front of that mirror, what is your 5-second test going to reveal about you?